Mr. Bro, I'm back with another reaction video. Now today, I see by the time I'm going to be reacting to scary and creepy TikTok stories that will give you chills, part 15. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I hope this video actually give me chills because the other reaction Halloween videos I've been doing, they actually give me no chills. So let's get into this video.
If you can make it through this entire video, I guarantee you won't be able to sleep tonight. A man was working late at night when he received a notification that there was detected movement on his son's baby monitor. He checked the app, expecting to see that his 3-year-old son had just coughed or sneezed loudly. But when he looked at the baby cam, he was shocked to see his son and wife acting very strange. They were sitting on the bed together, both glaring at the camera with blank, emotionless stares. He assumed that the camera was just frozen, but noticed that his wife and son were blinking every couple of seconds. He then called his wife to make sure everything was okay, and she told him that she was in bed with her son and he had gotten scared a couple of minutes ago and came into her room crying. The husband was stunned. He slowly told his wife that they were both in their son's room, looking into the baby monitor. Just as the wife was about to respond, there was a loud screech and the call ended. The man then went to check the baby monitor and it was complete static.
This is why you should always be afraid of strangers. In 2014, a disturbing text message conversation between two classmates was uploaded to the internet. Annie and David are talking casually, and then Annie hears footsteps outside and goes to look. She sees someone standing in her yard and she assumes it's just Dave playing a joke on her, but it's not. Suddenly, the stranger starts sprinting towards her house. He smashes through a window and now he's in her house. She freaks out, jumps in a closet, and tells Dave to call the police. She tells Dave that he's yelling for her to come out, and then Annie stops texting. When Annie finally writes back that everything's just fine, Dave realizes something. He wasn't talking to Annie anymore.
Alright, now the first one kind of gave me chills, but the second one really didn't. Don't fool up with these folks. Don't fool up with them.
This is the scary story about the eye. There was a girl in class named Jillian who was having a very weird pain about it, and she sent her to the nurse's office. The nurse told Jillian that she did not know what the problem was, so she sent Jillian back to class. When Jillian got home that day, she told her mom about the pain in her eye. Her mom couldn't see what the problem was, so she just gave Jillian pain medicine. Later that night, Jillian's mom heard Jillian screaming, and she then ran to her room. When she got there, Jillian was crying, and she then told her mom that the pain spread to her head now. Her mom then rushed her to the hospital, and when they got there, Jillian told the doctor about her eye pain and how it spread to her head. So the doctor shined a flashlight in Jillian's eye, and to his horror, a black spider came crawling out of her eye with
That sounds more wicked.
all her babies. The spiders were eating Jillian's eye and brain. Jillian then died a few minutes later from the spiders eating her brain.
This is why you should never talk to somebody that has black eyes. And it's crazy because the story you guys are about to listen to is completely real. In the middle of nowhere in Vermont, an elderly couple heard 3 knocks on their door. They opened the door and saw a boy and a girl. The kids looked at the parents and said, "My parents will be here soon, can we come in?" Children didn't make eye contact. The elderly couple hesitated but said, "Of course you're able to come in." The kids sat on the couch, the wife made hot cocoa, and the husband was asking them questions. When the wife returned with the hot cocoa, she saw that her 3 cats were super angry at these children. The kids then look around the room and say, "May we use the restroom?" They say of course and redirect them over to the bathroom, and the husband grabs his wife's arm. He looked at his wife and said, "Did you see their eyes?" And as soon as he said that, he looked at his hand and saw his nose was bleeding. Then randomly the power went out and the kids walked out of the room and said, "My parents are here." Here's where things get creepy. 1 week later, 3 of the 4 cats went missing and the 4th cat was found dead at the bottom of the pool. On top of all that, the husband was diagnosed with a very rare aggressive skin cancer. Make sure to like and follow.
I can guarantee that the end of this video is going to shock you. There was a young girl who had trouble making friends because her mom wouldn't let her play with the other kids in the neighborhood. One day, the mom left to go to the store, so she snuck outside of the house. She grabbed her teddy bear and went outside, but still, none of the kids wanted to play with her. Eventually, a strange-looking boy approached her and said that he wanted to be her friend. The little girl was thrilled to finally have a friend her age, and he eventually asked if she wanted to come to his house to play. When they arrived, the little girl was confused, because the house appeared to be abandoned like no one had been in there for years. They walked into his garden and immediately the girl threw up. She asked him for some water and he just smiled at her creepily and said, "You're going to sleep here sometime soon." Weeks later, the girl went looking for him and he was nowhere to be found. Soon, a paper airplane flew to her and it was a newspaper clipping. she opened it up to find that the boy she'd been playing with went missing 9 years ago.
No one would believe this story if there wasn't a video. In 2013, a rogue wave capsized a tugboat, killing 11 of 12 men on board. The 12th man was flung into the hull towards the exit, but accidentally goes into the engine room where he finds an air pocket. And there this poor man sat, listening to the sounds of these huge sharks fighting over the bodies of his friends just on the other side of the wall. Total darkness, no food or water 100 feet below the surface. 3 days later, one of the divers that was sent down there to retrieve their bodies sees a hand.
Found one, yeah? He's alive, he's alive. Okay. All right.
Harrison O'Keen survived the ordeal and plans on writing a book.
Welcome back to Female Murderer TikTok. This one's about Nanny Doss. Buckle up. Nanny and her husband had 4 kids. 2 of them died back to back from poisonings. The husband was like, something ain't right. And then he took the kids and left. So Nanny gets remarried, kills him, buys a house and land with the insurance money, and is like, oh, I like this. She reunites with her daughter. Her daughter's like, hey, can you watch my baby for a little bit? And she's like, totally. And then the baby dies in like 3 days. And then it starts to get lethal. She marries her 3rd husband. He dies that year. Her mom breaks her hip and she's like, I'll take care of you. She's dead. Both of her sisters die in the same year in different towns, all while Nanny's visiting. She marries her 4th husband. He doesn't even make it a few months. Then she marries her 5th husband. He dies a month later. But finally, in that autopsy, they were like, there's a lot.
Yeah, it's too much of killing for her to be doing that. Wasting relationship time too. Killing your own family. Just sad.
Rat poison in this guy. Did you do this? And then Nanny goes, yeah, I did that to all of them. Is that for the money? And she goes, money? I was bored.
This is the
Yeah, it's what you call a gold digger.
scary game of Bloody Mary. According to the legend, you have to stand in front of your bathroom mirror and say Bloody Mary 3 times in a row. The story says this will summon her ghost. If you see her ghostly face in the mirror, you can have one of the following consequences. Your eyes could be ripped out and your face could be horribly scarred. You could be found dead with claw marks all over your face and body. You could disappear mysteriously from your bathroom and end up trapped in the mirror with the ghost for eternity.
And this is why I don't do devilish stuff. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Till next time. Peace.